Alright, so, oh no. You need canning jars. We're guesstimating we're going to need about 6. And then you need some tomatillos. These are from our garden. And then you need lime and cilantro. Why am I so zoomed in? I'm talking to myself. So we need limes, cilantro, and this is all from our garden. What are these, poblanos, honey? Poblano peppers. You need some poblano, I can't even say that word. Poblano peppers. And what are you doing, honey? Are you measuring?
Measuring.
Okay. What are we measuring for?
Well, the recipe is for 1 pound of tomatillos. So I need to figure out how many pounds of tomatillos we have.
Science.
So we can figure out the recipe. So it's 3 pounds.
We have 3 pounds? Okay. So maybe we will fill up 6. Okay, so 3 pounds of tomatillos. And I'll post the official recipe down below, but that's all the ingredients you need. What else do you need?
Salt.
Salt? Garlic?
Garlic.
Salt, garlic, no pepper? Okay. Salt, garlic, and pepper, but I'll do the official one downstairs in the down bar. Alright, so we're going to do a little prep, and then I will tune you back in. Say bye, honey.
Bye.
So here's how you peel a tomatillo. Well, really quick, because you've already started. So tomatillos are cool because they grow from the outside in. So the skin actually forms first, right, honey? Mm-hmm. And then the tomatillo forms on the inside. So you just peel the little skins off, and then they look like a little tomato. And they're kind of sticky, which is weird, because that skin is sticky. Yuck. Sorry, my sink's dirty. We're trying not to use bleach. And I have a white sink. Right, honey? Mm-hmm. I know, you're hard at work. Say, stop talking to me, woman. Trying to make tomatillo sauces. Alright, so we're going to peel all these. That's boring. Poblanos. Am I saying that right? Poblano? Poblano. Alright, so we're going to cut these in half and take out the seeds and guts, all the white part. You want to cut one in half and show me, honey? And why do we take that out?
Because you're a wimp and you don't like spicy.
That's the truth. I'm a weenie and I don't like spicy, so poblanos are a little bit spicy. So you pull out the stem, cut it in half, and then there's all that white guts part, and you just pull that out. Unless you're not a weenie, and then you can just leave it in, right? And just take out the seeds. So if you're not a weenie, just remove the seeds. Don't nobody want to eat those. Ooh, I can smell them. So just get as much of the white out as you can. And then we're going to grill these.
Yep.
And then we're going to put these on the grill and half them. You can also roast them in the oven at 400, I think.
You can broil them.
Broil them. Oh yeah, you want them to be kind of like, have that black burnt crispiness on the top, so they're smoked. Right. Nice little smoked flavor. And then you just rinse them. Good job, honey. Ta-da! Poblano. Okay, so the tomatillos are peeled and rinsed. We're just going to let these dry and hang out over here. Chris is working on the poblanos, getting all the guts out and putting them over there. Right, honey? What's next step?
Get the camera on my face.
That's recipe related.
Then we'll grill them.
Alright, so then we're going to grill these and I'll get that on camera because that's super exciting. Okay, so we ended up with what, 2 pounds of peppers? Probably?
It's about 3 poblanos per pound.
Okay. And then what's that main ingredient that you have?
Beer.
Because you can't make this without beer.
Can't grill without beer.
That's the truth. We washed and halved all of the tomatillos. So they're washed and then split. And we're waiting on the grill to heat up. And then it's all the guts. And then we'll go from there. Right, honey? Mm-hmm. You getting your pinchers? Ooh, pinchers. Okay, so now we're gonna grill the tomatillos and the poblanos. So my lovely assistant is putting them on the grill. how long do you think they have to grill, babe?
Just till they blacken the skin
So
and
until,
get it a little squishy.
do you have to flip them or just do one side?
No, just do the skin side.
So just grill the skin side until it's squishy and a little bit blackened. Same with the peppers?
Yeah.
Same with the peppers.
And if you put them in the oven, put them skin side up in the broiler. So you want the skin to blacken.
Sorry, a bug flew on me. Alright. So we'll be back. Alright, now we're filling up our water bath canner. You can find these at Walmart. They're pretty cheap. Ooh. Inside there's a basket so you can easily get your jars out. And it comes with a lid. You want to make sure that there's enough water for your jars to be covered by 2 inches. That'll make sure you get a good seal. So I'm probably going to only fill this up to a little bit below this rim because we're using the smaller jars. Word. Mommy's scaring the neighbors in the yard with no pants on. You can't make food without a cutie. Come on, little baby. He's a good boy. Dick-a-doo. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Come here, baby. She's a good boy. He's my little baby. Dick-a-doo. Dick-a-doo. He's the sweetest baby in the world. Boo. Whoa. Look. That smells like deliciousness. Probably needs a little more time. Oh, that's a big bee. Show me the crispiness. So this is what it should look like, blackened and a little squishy. It smells so good. Salsa on the grill. Dexter, come on. Water check. Ooh, we got a little bit of jiggle. Let's cut off this fan. Got a little bit of jiggle, so that means we should have some boiling water soon. The propane, so you guys get to see how we're going to do it in the oven as well. Look at that, 2-for-1 deal. So we've got the broiler on high, and then we're just popping these in the oven so they can get nice and squishy and blackened. Water check. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, it's probably boiling. I'm not going to touch it because it's really hot. So yeah, our water is puffing away dragon style. Okay, here's the oven smoked version. Oh, broiled, sorry. Well, it's in the oven, technically.
It's not smoked.
It's not smoked, but it's, you know, it's cooked. But it's got a nice brown top, and they're nice and squishy. So now we're gonna do the rest of it since the grill died. Sad grill face. Chris is peeling some of our garlic that we grew this year. Ooh, smells like garlic. How long did it take us to grow that, honey?
They did it last fall.
Yeah, so garlic takes a long time to grow, but it's delicious. So we're just gonna peel that so we can add it in. All right, now I've got everything broiled and grilled. A nice mixture. Chris is still working on the garlic, and we've washed our cilantro. So now you want to let this cool, just so it's not so hot when you put it in the blender. So we're going to let this steam dissipate, and we'll be back. Alright, Chris is squeezing lime juice into our Blendtec. You can use a regular blender, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have a Blendtec. So we're just squeezing the juice. How many limes?
I'd say 1/2 to 1 lime per pound of tomatillos.
Okay. And then
Depending on how much lime you like in it.
I like it limey. We've got our cilantro, that's 1 bunch of cilantro, and then our garden garlic. That's probably, what, 1/4 of a cup of garlic?
It's about, you want about 3 to 4 cloves per pound
Okay.
of tomatillos.
We'll write all this down below, so you don't have to remember. So cilantro, garlic, lime, tomatillos, poblanos, and salt is all you need.
A teaspoon of salt
A teaspoon of salt
per pound.
per pound.
Or maybe it's a tablespoon.
So we're gonna get this all loaded up, and we'll show you the next step. Alright, so we're loading up the Blendtec. We just put in the lime juice, salt, garlic, and cilantro. And Chris is gonna blend that up first. And it's really loud, so hold on. So that's what it looks like blended. We just wanted to get chunks out. You don't want it liquefied, but just chunkified. And now Chris is gonna add the poblanos and tomatillos. Get this. We're just putting them right into the blender. Or squish down. You probably put those last little pieces in there. You just want to pulse it. You don't want to pulverize it. Yummy. Ta-da! Bloop, bloop. It's looking good. Smells like salsa. Oh yes. Looks good, babe. Alright. Now we're gonna do the taste test. Chris is the taste tester in case it's hot. Let me see. That's the sign of approval. That's as happy as Chris's face will get. So now we're just going to pour these into the jars. Round 2. It's good. Okay. Is it tangy? Yeah, it smells really good. Alright, so we're going to just take this over here and we're going to pour it into our cleaned and sterilized jars. And you want to leave about a ½ inch from the top. Prop, prop, prop. Salsa cam. Look at that plop action.
You were right.
I was right. I said it was about 4 jars. You can just eat the rest of that. So that was 4 pounds, I think. So that makes you about 4 quarts. So I think about a pound of tomatillos will make a pint of salsa. So now we're just going to put on our lids. Here, you need to wipe that rim off. Yeah. You always want to make sure you wipe the rims off of your canning jars because you don't want that food to get trapped in the seal and then rot when you set it out. So you want to make sure you wipe off the rim.
So it seals good.
So it seals well and you don't get any botulism. Nobody wants to die up in here. And we'll put on our lids.
You don't crank them down, right?
Yeah, don't crank them. When you put the lids on, don't spin them all the way super tight. You want them to just be kind of finger tight. So they get a good seal on them, and then you retighten them once you pull them out of the water. Canning 101. Disclaimer. If you do this wrong and kill your family, it's not my fault. I cannot be held liable for your negligences. It's such a pretty color. It's just really pretty. Yeah, we're gonna have to grow some more tomatillos so we can make more salsa. That's not gonna last us very long. Alright, so now we're going to, my pinchers are in that middle drawer, I think.
Make sure those are tight.
Yeah, they're good. Oh, I'm teaching Chris too. Alright, so now we're gonna take the lid off of our water. Boop. Is it boiling? Uh-oh, gotta crank it back up. Precise timing is necessary. It's okay, you can put it in there. Even if it's not rolling. Just add like 3.
To put these up?
No. Oh, you mean the handles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to get our handles out of the way so we can get the jars down in there. Boop, boop, dee-doo. And what I do usually is if my water has kind of stopped boiling because it's waiting on me, I will go ahead and put the jars in there, but then just add like 4 or 5 minutes to the water time. The what?
Starting to boil.
Okay. So you grab it with the pinchers. These are super helpful. You really need these. They sell kits also at Walmart, and then you put it in the water. Bubble, bubble, bubble. There you go. That's good. And if it's not quite 2 inches over yet, wait until you have all the jars in there before you decide if you need to put more water in. Because the more you put in there, the deeper the water gets.
How's that bubbling?
Because it's got air. It's supposed to. Science. You're doing great. Boop, boop, doo, doo. Making some salsa. There you go. Alright, so then you can see that's a pretty, now that we have all of them in there, that's a good probably almost 2 inches if not more. And then you just put on your lid and set your timer. 10 minutes if it's already at a rolling boil. I would do 15 if you were like us and it didn't boil. So we'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, so we're going to take our salsa out. Probably need a, yeah. That lid gets hot, people. Ooh. Bubbly goodness. I'm going to use your pinchers and try not to slosh it around. Just take it and put it on a cooling pad or whatever you have available. Now, you're going to be tempted to get that water off, but don't do it. Just leave it there. When they've sealed, you'll hear a popping noise. You'll hear the metal go pop. And you will not be able to push it down. If it isn't sealed properly, you'll be able to put your finger in the middle and like wiggle it and it'll make a wiggly noise. These will probably take a little bit to cool down. And then they will pop when they are sealed. And if you do have one that doesn't seal, it's no big deal. Just take the lid off, wash it, put it back on, and put it back in the water bath canner for a bit and try and reseal it again. So here's our salsa.